Copyright disclaimer, fair use. Fair use. Now, real quick, we're going to get the foundation of this situation that these Jehovah Witnesses are pushing. This paragraph says it all. Say modern day religions have perpetrated many of ancient Babylon's doctrines. Hence, the world empire of false religion is well named Babylon the Great. That international religious conglomerate has already suffered a fall similar to that of ancient Babylon 539 BCE. It says in 1919, the remnant of Christ's brothers came out of spiritual captivity and took off the religious influence of Christendom, a dominant part of Babylon the Great. Since the Christendom has lost considerable influence in many lands where it was formerly strong. So these Jehovah's Wickedness believe that Babylon the Great is a conglomerate of false religions. International conglomerate. Okay, this is what they're talking about. Now, when you go into Revelation, you won't see very, very different. See, Revelations is not going to give you none of this of what they're talking about. Let's go ahead and break this thing down. They saying it's a conglomerate of false religion. Revelations. Let's get 17. Now, first of all, 17 gonna tell you a major part of this Babylon the Great. Verse 5, it says, and upon her head was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. See, not talking about the mother of religions or anything about a religion. It's saying the mother of harlots, meaning whores and abominations of the earth. Okay, that's the foundation of Babylon the Great. This is where whores and abominations is taking place. Now, verse 3, it says, so he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So it was a woman sitting on the beast. And so verse 5 says, and upon her head. So this woman is Babylon the Great. This woman is Babylon the Great. Okay, it's a woman. Now, who is the beast? The beast is verse 13, verse 12. It says, and the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings. See, the 10 kings receive power as king in 1 hour with the beast. So these 10 kings is the beast. This is who the beast is. So this woman is controlling the beast. Let's get right to the point. Verse 18, it says, and the woman which you saw is that great city which reigned over the kings of the earth. So the woman is the great city that reigned over the kings of the earth. The woman is a city. See, it's not talking about a religion, man. It's not talking about a conglomerate of religions. It's a great city that reigned over the kings of the earth. Okay, then we go into 11 and 8. it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So now this great city is uh spiritually Sodom, meaning this is where the abominations of same sex marriage is being done at. Spiritually Egypt, this is where the Israelites was being held captives as slaves in bondage to their oppressor. And also where our Lord was crucified. This is where the Lord and his image and his reputation and his works is all being destroyed. This is what crucified means. Put to death, destroyed. And who's the dead bodies? That's the where it says here, verse 4, two olive trees, two candlesticks. This is the Israelites was always known as the olive trees back in Jeremiah. The two witnesses. This is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom of Israel. They are the dead bodies. Okay. And then you got verse 13, it say the same hour was there a great earthquake and a tenth part of the city fell. So the earthquake came and destroyed the city. Not the truth came and destroyed the lies of false religion. Not the truth came and destroyed the lies of false religion. No, an earthquake came and destroyed the city. Okay, let's go to Revelation 16. Because this clip is going to back up everything that Revelation is saying. Okay, 16. Um, it says, talking about this city now. See how it started off. So the Lord sent his angels out pretty much. And so look at verse 13 and say, and I saw the unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the beast. This is the 10 kings. And out of the mouth of the false prophet. Okay. So the 10 kings and their prophets. It says, verse 18. It says, well, 18 talking about the earthquake, but look at verse 19 to get straight to the point. And the great city, that great city that reigned over the kings of the earth, that was reigning over the 10 kings, see, was divided into three parts. Meaning, this is this great city that was destroyed by an earthquake, just like in Revelation 11. And the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before God. So this the Babylon the great city. You see, that's what they was destroyed by the kings. Because when the war started, the Battle of Armageddon, they destroyed this great city, and uh, it said, there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven. Fire came out of heaven and destroyed this great city and divided its parts. See, the truth, it didn't say the truth came out and destroyed the lives of all the abominations and the harlotry. Then when you go into 18 to make it even worse, it's just going to get worse and worse for them. See, now it says that this city, what was going on in this city, man? This great city, Babylon. Let's get with the context. Verse 2, it says, he cried mildly with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. Okay, and then what was going on in Babylon the Great? Verse 11 it say, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. So in Babylon the Great, people was buying merchandise in this city. What was some of the main merchandise in the city? Verse 13 at the end, slaves and souls of men. They was being sold as merchandise in this great city. That's the dead bodies of the Israelites. Okay, given the true understanding. It says the merchants uh, of these things which were made rich by her. So people that were selling these slaves and having these so-called employees or servants for their business and for their purposes was getting rich. You see, it says talk about the 16 talk about the great how the city was clothed. Let's see here. Um, verse 17 it says, in 1 hour great riches came to naught. So now this city, the economy of this city uh, fell. You see, you see the ship master and the company and the ships and sellers, uh, and many as trade by the sea stood afar. So now the economy fell of this great city, and the people that was getting rich from uh, transporting goods on ships, they was mad. Verse 18 it say, and cried with her when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So now they comparing what city is like unto this great city. Not what religion, not what philosophy, not what belief, see, not what anything else other than a city, man. City got all merchants in it. This is what, when you build a city, you have merchants, you have hospitals, police department, but the main part of the city is the merchants. When you go in the city and you go to the shop, you don't go to the market. You might live in a rural area and you do farming and you live off the land. But when you go in the city, you have a market there. And let's go get that out of what is it, Ezekiel 17. Because this great city is not only talked about in Revelation. Um, Ezekiel 17 and 3 it say, and say unto the Lord, and say, thus says the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long winged, full of feathers, which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch off the cedar, and he cropped off the top of his young tweeds and carried it into the land of traffic. See, this is a land that this thing is talking about. Babylon the Great. It's a land. It's not a freaking conglomerate of religion. He said it in the city of merchants. Now, this Lebanon tree is the nation of Israel. This great eagle is the nation of Edom, who is the so called white man. And they took these branches, these Israelites, and they took their children, the 18-year-olds, to crop off the trees. And because on them slave ships, you had a bunch of 18-year-old men, and young men that could work. It says, and carried it into the land of traffic. He set it into the city of merchandise. Babylon the Great is the city of merchants, and merchandise, it was the slaves, and they was being carried away into Babylon the Great. See, this is what it's talking about, not a freaking false empire of false religion, not a conglomerate of an empire of false religion. You see, and so let's go back to Revelation, because the part we want to focus in is on Revelation 17 and 16. It says, "In the 10 horns which you saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore." So it's going to be the 10 kings is going to hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How in the world is these 10 kings is going to burn all the religions with fire? They're going to go in every nation and burn all the religions with fire. It's not going to happen. But let's see who is this great city that's reigning over these 10 kings. Because it says in verse 12 and 13 that the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but have power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So the 10 kings is united with the great city. That's what verse uh 3 is talking about. It was a woman that sat upon the scarlet colored beast, sat upon the 10 kings, and was controlling them. It say whom the great whore, meaning the great city, in verse 1, that sat on these 10 kings and committed fornication with them. They had a unity. They was united. And so this is what it's about. Let me pause.
The Southeast Asian Treaty Organization. So it was one of these. Now, it's important to remember that NATO never really operated independently of the United States. Forward projection in Europe to bring Western European countries in the main into the kind of US orbit. Well, it was not the only treaty organization. There was the Baghdad Pact, the Central Treaty Organization, the Manila Pact, the Southeast Asian Treaty Organization. So it was one of these. Now, it's important to remember that NATO never really operated independently of the United States. In the NATO head, now it's important to remember that NATO never really operated independently of the United States. In the
So the clip clearly shows how, just like here in verse 9, it say, "And here is the mind which have wisdom, the 7 heads and the 10 mountains," meaning the 10 kings on which the woman sit. See, the woman is controlling these 10 kings. Look at verse 7. It say, "And the angel said unto me, Wherefore did you marvel? Well, I will tell you the mystery of the woman. See, and of the beast that carrieth her." See, the beast is carrying the woman, these 10 kings, but she is reigning, like verse 18 say, "The woman that you saw is that great city which reigned over the kings of the earth." This is what John, the main idea John was trying to get to the reader. You see, that this great city reigneth over the kings of the earth. That's why NATO is being controlled by America, because America is that great city. America, the one has the merchandise. This is the great city of merchandise, the land of merchandise, the city of merchandise, like Ezekiel 17. And like Revelation 11, the dead bodies of the Israelites, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, is lying in Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Sodom, where same-sex marriage was made legal and pushed during the Obama era. And during the Obama era, the slavery of the Israelites, which is spiritually Egypt, uh, showing that the woman is spiritually Egypt because the Israelite slavery even got worse. You see, under uh, this Obama, who was a Hamite and not an Israelite. Then you got them reigning over the kings of the earth. Uh, that is not talking about um, a religion. See, they reigning because they got military power and they got uh, all of this stuff that Jehovah Wickedness was saying. And they even admitted it in the beginning of their article. Let me go back and see if they give me back where I was at. Because they admitted it in the first chapter. And mind you, Isaiah 47 is a major killer to what they talking about. Because it's talking about a future Babylon. It wasn't talking about that Babylon at that time. It was talking about a daughter of Babylon. It wasn't talking about no virgin daughter trying to say, oh, Babylon is like a virgin daughter that ain't been touched. I said, no, it means the children of future Babylon. And we can get that too because it, Psalm 137 talks about this Babylon, but it's talking about the Edomites. Then it brings up the daughter of Babylon. So the daughter of Babylon already been identified as the Edomites. But um it talks about Babylon the Great, and it breaks it down and tells you how this thing is a freaking country, has nothing to do with a religion, because it talks about military, and these people ain't got no military. Now religion got a military. You can't find it. There it is. Um, here, and it says under the dark print where it got the Isaiah 47 and 1. Say, for years Babylon have been enthroned as the dominating world power. See, it was a world power, just like the Jehovah Wickedness say the Anglo-Saxons are world power. This is the Anglo-Saxon American world power. So they admitted that it's the American world power, but they don't want to say that it's Babylon the Great. You see, they admitted that America is the world power, but they don't want to admit that America is Babylon the Great. And they contradict themselves. Then it says she has been decorated, the decoration of kingdoms, a thriving religious, commercial, meaning merchant, and military center. They have a military. These jokers don't got no military, man. And they had to cite Isaiah 13 because Isaiah 13 is talking about Babylon. See, because it has a military. It is not no freaking place about no religion. And let's get that Isaiah real quick, because then I knew it was another one. Isaiah 13. Okay, Isaiah 13. They still giving me revelation. What is going on with that? Salakia. Salakia. Trying to get my Bible out. Okay, here it is. It said the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. So Babylon is a kingdom. It is not a religious operation. It has nothing to do with religious. Let's go back because it talked about Isaiah 19. 13, 19. Why did they pick out the glory of kingdoms be overthrown like Sodom and Gomorrah? And so anyhow, they put their foot in their mouth with the military situation. Because the Babylon that is being talked about is not no freaking religion, man. But they want to play semantics and gaslight people because they already showed that it's an empire, it's got a military, and they still want to talk about some religion. Has nothing to do with no false religion. And they know it, and they trying to push a lie. But I'm gonna pretty much leave it there. Um, Let me get this here and do the running. It says, "Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved of the Lord, the shield of your help, and who is the sword of your excellency. Your enemies, see the enemies in Babylon the Great, where they took the children of Israel, which in Ezekiel 17 is that Lebanon tree. It took the children of Israel into captivity to the land of merchandise, the land of traffic, to trade them on auction blocks. See, your enemies shall be found liars. See, they don't want to come up with the lie. See, these Jehovah wickedness, they come up with the lie that Babylon the Great is some freaking religion, and they the only true religion. See, and this is what the mission is all about. Them getting exposed. Babylon the Great getting exposed and destroyed. No, it's talking about America. America getting destroyed for taking the children of Israel captives. See, and the children of Israel got to be delivered by YAHAWAH. That's what his name means. He shall deliver or he saves. He saves or he delivers. This is his whole purpose of his name. And what he came to do is to release the Israelites. That's the gospel in Luke 4 and 18. To give liberty to the captives. But they pushing a false narrative of a world empire, a false religion. And that empire that's being talked about is the American Anglo-Saxon world power that the Jehovah Wickedness say that it is. See, it is not no empire of false religion. They say that at the end of the world, America is the world power that's gonna be ruling. And this is who the Lord is against. He's not against no false. He's not coming back for no false religion. Cause them jokers ain't got no power. But some people try to say it's the Vatican. They don't got no power, man. They have zero military, and they don't got no slaves. They're not selling slaves as merchants and merchandise. Only America has a bunch of employees in their military, mainly, see, serving in their military and serving in these other businesses in America and buying up all the stuff, spending all their money with the other nations around them. But I'm gonna leave it there. All praise to Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves, scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.